day, students. It's Mr. Sargent here with your day 147 recap video for ELA and for science. Now, today, we're going to continue with our next step after we read Good Enough to Eat. We're going to learn about where the food goes next and what it does for us by reading the story, The Digestive System. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited about this because this isn't the only system we're going to be talking about today, because in science, we're going to be talking a little bit about the skeletal system. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back and let's begin learning. Now, as we read in Good Enough to Eat yesterday, we learned that the food that we eat gives us energy, it gives us minerals, vitamins, it keeps us healthy, it helps us sleep, it helps us grow. Food and water just really help us out a lot, don't they? Well, today we're going to be learning the scientific reason why food helps us. Now, our bodies are incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Our bodies are incredible, and they're able to take that food that we eat, all that delicious food, and use it as energy. So what we're going to be doing today is a little read along, only pages 1 through 25 out of the book, The Digestive System. And tomorrow, we're going to be reading the rest. And in the future, we're going to be continue reading about the digestive system when we finish this book, probably next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, read with me if you have the book, and let's learn a little bit about the digestive system. Find the truth. Everything you're about to read is true, except for one sentence on this page. Which one is true? Okay, so let's see if you guys can know this at home. True or false? Your small intestines is about 5 feet, 1.5 meters long. Okay. True or false? An acid strong enough to dissolve metal helps digest food in the stomach. Well, we don't know yet because we're still haven't read it. So as we read, let's see if we can answer that question. I'm going to go ahead and read the captions first. Ice cold drinks slow down the digestive process. Warm and room temperature drinks are better for digestion. It's a gas. Burp. If you eat or drink too fast, you'll swallow too much air. This can cause you to belch. You're having lunch with your grandparents. You're on your best behavior. But as you sip your soda, your stomach starts to feel strange. It feels very full. It aches. Then the worst possible thing happens. You belch loudly. Embarrassed? Probably, but don't feel too bad. It's your digestive system in action, and it's normal. Everyone belches. When you eat and drink, you swallow gas as well as food. It could be air, it could be carbon dioxide from a fizzy drink. Sometimes the gas comes back out as a burp or a belch. Your stomach doesn't need gas, so it gets rid of it. What it needs is food. Food is the fuel that provides you with energy. Your body needs energy for moving, breathing, and even thinking. And then the caption, drinking bubbly drink through a straw is a recipe for belching. If you take in air through the straw as well as carbon dioxide from the drink, your digestive system slows down at night. However, it keeps breaking down food even when you're sleeping. Your digestive system breaks food into small units that can be used by your body. Whatever you can't use is passed out of your body as waste. Bacteria in your system change part of the waste into gas. Some of this gas is absorbed into your body, but other gases are released out of your digestive system through your rectum. It may seem embarrassing, however, all people have gas in their digestive tract. It's perfectly normal to pass gas as many as 20 times a day. Food to gas. Some foods cause people to have more gas than other foods do. Beans, for instance, are not completely digested by your small intestine. When the beans reach your large intestines, bacteria begin to feed on them. The bacteria produce large amounts of gas in the process. Most gas passes quietly, but sometimes it builds up pressure and it comes out at high speeds. This creates that familiar sound. You all know what that familiar sound is, don't you? Exactly. Foods such as eggs and meat contain a lot of sulfur. When the bacteria in your stomach feed on these foods, they produce gases that smell like rotten eggs. Phew! Oh, now we got a really cool picture right here of your digestive system. And I want you to look at all of the organs that are part of that system. It says right here, the digestive tract is like a long winding tube that is helped by other organs in the body, such as the liver. And it starts with your mouth, esophagus, liver, stomach, large intestines, small intestines, and rectum. Your food processor, chapter 2. From one end to the other, the digestive tract is about 30 feet or 9 meters long. 30 feet long, ladies and gentlemen. Your digestive system has an important job. It breaks down food into tiny pieces. The nutrients, vitamins, and minerals in food can then pass into your bloodstream to be used by your body. Your digestive tract consists of 6 main parts: the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestines, large intestines, and rectum. Each part has its own task. Chew on this. Your body begins to break down or digest food as soon as it enters your mouth. Teeth break up the food into smaller pieces. Saliva is the liquid in your mouth. It is produced by salivary glands. It contains chemicals called enzymes. These start to break down starches in your food. Even before it's swallowed, saliva also contains a lot of water, which mixes with the food. This helps the food slide down your esophagus smoothly. Muscles around your esophagus squeeze and contract in waves. This action pushes food down the esophagus to your stomach. It says right here, your front teeth cut and slice food. Your back teeth mash the food. Your body makes more than 1 quart or 0.95 liters of saliva each day. Mashed food inside your esophagus is called a bolus. I didn't even know that. And if we take a look at the picture, we can see how the beginning stages of the digestive system actually work. Don't drink this juice. Your stomach is made of strong muscles. It can stretch and hold about 3 pints or 1.4 liters of food at one time. When food enters your stomach, the muscle squeezes and mashes your food into smaller and smaller pieces. The cells lining your stomach release a liquid called gastric juice. It contains enzymes and hydrochloric acid. This acid is strong enough to dissolve metal. If we go back to our beginning, the true or false question, the question said your stomach has acid that break down metal. That's true. That is true, ladies and gentlemen. We found the true statement. A mucus lining protects your stomach from the acid. Gastric juices begin to break down proteins. Proteins are found in foods such as meat, cheese, and eggs. Food stays in your stomach for 2 to 5 hours. Once it mixes with gastric juices, it is called chyme or chyme. The stomach releases chyme into the duodenum. Everyone else say duodenum. All right, I love the word duodenum. This is the first part of the small intestines. A muscle called the sphincter relaxes to let a little chyme pass through. The sphincter then squeezes tightly to keep the rest in your stomach. Now, if you look at the bottom here, I'll move out of the way, you will see here are the steps of how the stomach digests food. I'm gonna have you guys take a look at that so you can see it's pretty much what we just talked about, but it's pretty cool. Okay, the first caption, if you stretched out your small intestine, it would be almost 20 feet or 6 meters long. They only said like 1.5 feet in the beginning, didn't they? So it's even longer. So you got 20 feet of intestines. The small intestine is about 1 to 2 inches wide. It is small, but long. The small intestines is where most of food leaves. your digestive tract and enters your bloodstream. Before this happens, the food is broken down even further. Organs such as your pancreas, gallbladder, and liver help this digestion happen. Your pancreas squirts fluid into the duodenum. This fluid is rich in enzymes that break down fats, proteins, and starches. The fluid also contains a chemical that makes chyme less acidic. It is called sodium bicarbonate. Your gallbladder adds a liquid called bile to the chyme. Bile helps break up blobs of fat so that enzymes can get to it more easily. Bile is made in the liver. It is stored in the gallbladder. And then you can see the diagram right here of the liver, stomach, pancreas, duodenum, gallbladder, and small intestines. The small intestines has many folds. It is lined with millions of finger-shaped bumps called villi. This creates a huge surface area that can absorb large volumes of food quickly. Tiny blood vessels inside the villi absorb the nutrients straight into your bloodstream. It says right here, each villi is covered with even smaller finger-shaped bumps that are called microvilli. See, we have the prefix micro there, which means small. Okay, and here's the wall of the small intestines. You see the villi, or the villus, the intestinal wall, and the microvillus. Nutrient-rich blood goes from your small intestine to your liver. The liver converts the nutrients into substances they needed by the body. It stores some nutrients. It releases them into the blood when they are needed. The liver also breaks down harmful substances such as alcohol. If a surgeon accidentally cuts off a piece of the liver, it will grow back. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Eating fresh fruits and vegetables is good for your liver. They contain enzymes, vitamins, and fiber. They help with digestion. The end of the line. By the time the food reaches the end of the small intestines, most of the nutrients have been absorbed. The parts that your body can't use pass into your large intestines. This intestine is only about 5 feet or 1.5 meter long. However, it is about 3 to 4 inches wide. The large intestines is also called the colon. It absorbs minerals and waters from indigestible food. This makes the waste more solid. Lumps of solid waste are called feces. Muscles push the feces along the colon into the rectum. They remain there until you go to the bathroom. Kiwi fruits contain a high amount of fiber. They help keep your large intestines healthy. Now here are some digestive tips. Eat at regular meal times. Number 2, chew your food well. 3, stop eating before you feel really full. The brain signals that feeling of fullness about 10 minutes after you're actually full. 4, relax. If you are relaxed, your body will produce more gastric juices. Number 5, sit up straight when you eat so that your digestive tract is not cramped. Number 6, avoid drinking lots of liquids half an hour before or after your meals. And number 7, don't eat late at night. It takes your body longer to digest food when you are asleep. And if we look here, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to read this next part, but if you look, here is the food's long journey. It starts off when you eat lunch and it goes through, you can see the different times of the day and where the food is going to be. So it's pretty cool, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to stop here for right now. There is so much information that we just talked about. Now, part of your homework tonight is going to be a little bit of fluency work, which is right here, pretty easy. But we also have a KWL chart where we write down some of the vocabulary that we just talked about. Now, we're going to be doing that in class, but if you missed class today, go back in this video, go back in the story and look for those bold words and look for those key vocabulary words. It'll help you understand the story even better. In science today, well, we want to break away from the digestive system. We want to keep that totally for ELA, so we started talking about another body system. Another important body system, and that is your skeletal system. Now, when you think about your skeletal system, you need to think about one thing. Bones. Bones are great. Think about all the things that bones do for us. Now, we don't see them, do we? No, we don't. But bones give us support. They give us structure. They let us stand up. They protect us. You think about the rib bones. Rib bones protect all of your internal organs. Without bones, we would just be, well, we'd be slime, wouldn't we? Yeah, we'd just be all gooey and we would have nothing to protect ourselves. So when you think about bones, I want you to think about support. I want you to think about protection. We think about our skull. Our skull protects one of the most important organs that we have, and that's our brain. And ladies and gentlemen, all of your brains are worth supporting and are worth protecting. So ladies and gentlemen, when we're talking about the skeleton, we think of it as our body armor. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for day number 147. I want to thank everybody for such a wonderful, wonderful day today. Do not forget to check out that study jams. Do not forget to practice your fluency homework tonight. And don't forget to study your spelling words because we do have our test on Friday. So ladies and gentlemen, until the next time I see you, have a wonderful, wonderful night.